the developing story, shocking new details in the case of a murdered Easton couple. Jeffrey and Jeanette Navin's son Kyle and his girlfriend are behind bars this morning, charged in the crime. And as News 8's Josh Scheinblum tells us, court documents are shedding some light on why a son might have murdered his parents.
I think something like this could happen any place.
In the yard of a rundown Weston home on Northfield Road, investigators Thursday uncovered the remains of a couple from Easton, Jeffrey and Jeanette Navin. They'd been missing since early August and were only found after the owner of the property was working to move debris. The son of the couple, Kyle Navin, and his girlfriend, Jennifer Valiante, are now facing charges in connection with their murder. Police found Kyle's parents' DNA in several places he's believed to have been around the time of their disappearance. His mother's blood found in the area of a bullet hole in his vehicle, evidence of his father's blood found at his residence in Bridgeport.
Can you imagine what might be going through somebody's mind to come to a point where they're allegedly plotting with their girlfriend to murder their parents?
I can't, but I know that, like I was saying, I don't attribute it to the family or to the individual as much as what happens when someone's on drugs.
The arrest warrant sheds new light on what led up to the couple's disappearance. In the pages, it describes a complicated relationship between Navin and his parents. Kyle worked for the family's sanitation business and lived with Valiante at a home in Bridgeport, purchased by Jeffrey and Jeanette.
I love my garbage man. He's a great guy. He's so good with my kids, and I've heard that about Kyle. So that made me really sad.
But it also suggests Kyle's parents were planning to cut him off financially and describes Jeffrey Navin as having a history of being emotionally and verbally abusive towards his son. They also say Kyle was a heavy heroin user, purchasing as much as $600 worth of the drug daily, and had a hobby of shooting guns. In text messages between Kyle and Valiante, conversations between the two discuss how to take Kyle's parents down. He's been charged with murder and murder with special circumstances, Valiante with conspiracy to commit murder and hindering prosecution. Valiante was arrested at her parents' Westport home Friday.
I saw what I thought was undercover cops, but it was actually Westport police cars up and down the street.
It's shocking, but when I heard about it, I just made sure I kept the doors locked more than I would normally.
Marcy Caparizzo lives in the neighborhood of where Valiante was arrested. She says what's occurred has people talking, but now many are hoping justice will be served.
I think we have a judicial system in place in the United States, and hopefully they'll do their job, and they'll leave no stone unturned.
Josh Scheinblum, News 8.
Now, News 8 spoke with Valiante's mother, Annie Valiante. She declined our request for an interview, citing advice from her daughter's attorney. But she did say she is, quote, clueless as to why her daughter is sitting in jail.